2020 MLB previews. We've done a bunch. I lost count. But finally we get to my favorite team, the Washington Nationals, reigning champs. This is my favorite team, man. I'm a diehard Nationals fan, all the way back to their days as the Expos. Nothing says summer to me more than an ice cold strawberry Kool-Aid and Washington Nationals baseball. That just speaks to me and my childhood. With me, my guest, you already know him for the last 100 videos we did, Vinnie Freda, aka the Bulgarian Bobcat, host of the Brushback Podcast, here to break down Nationals, the reigning champs. Take it away.
Washington Nationals 2020 season is going to be an interesting one, and here's why. Through 60 games last season, the Nationals were under 500, and they won it all last year. In order to repeat as champions this year, they're going to have to get off to a much better start. But with guys like Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg, Patrick Corbin, and Anibal Sanchez holding down the rotation, they got a pretty good shot to make it back-to-back titles. Not to mention they have probably the best young player in baseball in Juan Soto, and another young guy playing center field right next to him in Victor Robles. Those two guys are under 23 years old and contribute now. That is a big thing for them in MLB today. Not to mention, we could see another young up-and-coming star for the Nationals making his debut in Carter Kieboom at third base. They also have the ever-dynamic Trea Turner at shortstop, and they signed both Eric Thames to play first base and Starlin Castro to play second, which really rounds out the Nationals roster. Anthony Rendon leaving does hurt their lineup big time. He was a consistent force in the middle of the lineup for them. Hit over 300, drove in runs like it was nothing. Him leaving is a huge loss for them, but I think they have the signings to make up for his production. Sean Doolittle is definitely going to hold down the back end of that bullpen pretty well, but adding Will Harris to the mix definitely solidifies their 8 and 9 guys. Now, the Nationals were a wild card team last year, and I see a very similar outcome for them this year. I don't think they're good enough to overtake the Braves for #1 in the division, but just like they did last year, getting in is everything, and getting hot at the right time is key. A second place finish for the Nationals this year will be a win, and I see them finishing between 31 and 33 wins for the season. Thanks for listening to my Washington Nationals outlook for the 2020 season. Be sure to listen to my podcast, the Brushback Podcast, airs every Saturday at noon.